I know, we need to do that.
Didn't work.
Did someone else in here?
All righty, we got a little light crowd today, but nonetheless, we'll get the meeting started. And welcome you guys online. Let me see who we got there. More, Josh. Hey, Josh. Haven't seen you in a while.
Good morning.
Hey,
Morning.
good. And Mike in the shadow. You got a light there, or are you in the witness protection?
I think he's a witness protection.
And the gentleman at the end, it's a Vertnick. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, this is Philip Vertnick.
Okay, very good. Welcome. All righty. We have any guests? I don't know.
Must be.
He has a name tag on, so he must be a member.
No,
Oh,
Billy is.
Phil? Oh, Philip. Yeah, you've not been to one of our meetings before, have you?
You're muted.
Welcome anyways.
Yeah, all right.
No, this is my first time here.
Oh, good, good.
Welcome.
How did you
Thank
hear
you.
of us? How did you hear about us?
Online, of course.
Oh, excellent. Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia.
And you're not here? Well, perhaps you could,
I was down there a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah. Well, we had
Yeah, I was
several
down there a
members.
couple of weekends ago, but it was on a Sunday.
Good, good. Well, hopefully we'll see you in the flesh sometime.
There's several members from Richmond. One of them might allow you to carpool with them.
Yeah.
For a small
Great.
fee, maybe. Yeah.
And a couple of them sitting right here.
How you doing there? Good. How are you? Good. You interested? Have a seat.
I'll let
Good.
y'all go through
Yep.
your thing. Yeah, if you don't mind if I sit in.
No, please. Please have a seat.
We don't bite, but it's not too hard.
Are you a model builder yourself, or are you?
In the past, my father was.
Okay, very good. Well, welcome. All righty. Well, unfortunately, Bob was not here for his third meeting, but we'll roast him next time.
I should have told him to zoom in or to go look.
All righty. Little update on the SS United States. Apparently, it is not coming to Norfolk for a refit. I guess due to space and time constraints in the Norfolk area, they decided to tow it to Mobile, Alabama, and apparently it's they moved 14th and 15th. I think they're going to start towing it out of Philadelphia. So I guess you go to Virginia Beach with a pair of binoculars, you might see it go by. I don't know how close they're going to come, but I doubt anybody will see it again.
Gene, do you know where they're making it a coral reef? They're doing it in the Gulf then?
Yeah, there's here, I got it right here somewhere. It's, what's the name of it?
I was gonna say it makes no sense, Mobile, unless they're putting it in the Gulf.
Yeah, no, it's you remember offhand?
I don't remember the name of, they mentioned it in the logbook, the name of this area,
In
but
the Gulf,
Okay.
and they'll,
So it's a heck of a tow if you're not gonna.
yeah, supposedly they're going to build a museum to honor it, and maybe save some of the parts off of it, I don't know, maybe the mast or something like that, before they poke holes in it and sink it.
I think it's gonna be somewhere around the Pensacola area, somewhere in that bite.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I forget the name of the town.
It's
I
not
thought
that
I had
far
the
out of the way.
paperwork here, but I don't have it. Any corrections to the minutes or meeting last month? No? All righty. Rylan, why don't you update us on it?
Okay, the treasurer's report. We started the month off with $5,542.40. We collected $60 from the Philadelphia Ship Hall Society for the Zoom reimbursement, and also collected $50 in dues. Total receipts were $110. No disbursements, so leaving an ending balance of $5,652.40. We've got 42 active members, 6 associate, 3 emeritus, 1 junior member, and 1 honorary member. In good shape.
Good. Greg, anything new on the web?
Several more vendors have been added to the list, and Stewart's model of the Seguin was added. And the updated bylaws were added. I think that covers it.
All right, I'll zip through this real quick. All righty, old business. And I mean, this is old business. This has been more than 50 years in the making, I might say. Today, finally, is the worst bill to show face today. Good to see you again, Bill. He has been a member more than 50 years. And that's quite a feat. Very small subgroup that has achieved that honor. And today, finally make good on our area. Appreciation for your 50 years, Bill. Come on up. We would like to confer upon you the status of member emeritus. Now, I know we put a date on there. There was some discussions about when you had joined, but I don't think our records or the hieroglyphs had hit vogue yet.
That's pretty close.
So,
That's right on.
yeah. So for 50 years, Bill, thank you very much.
This is not the only reason I'm here today.
Oh. What, you're giving up trains?
No, I'm not giving up anything. I'm not giving up anything else.
Gene,
Like
Bill?
to get started again.
will you turn that so, and Gene shaking his other hand, whichever is free.
For that, I better, okay, I can shake this hand.
That's good. And here,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay, you got it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All of you.
You were about to say?
I spent about an hour and a half last night on the website, on the club website. It's unbelievable how much information is on there. I feel like I've met everyone and seen all of your models. And it's really impressive. So maybe I'll pick up a blue gun and get going again.
Well, certainly don't be a stranger. Sure.
There's always a place for you down here in the model shop too.
Yeah. I was thinking about, I started on a bounty, I started on a model of the Endeavor. I brought it here one time when I was in Iran in the 70s, in the mid 70s, and I completely built it. I was living on the Italian liner Michelangelo, which was in Iran, and I was living aboard. I built the model and displayed it in the restaurant. And when I got ready to come home, I really didn't want to leave it. So I de-rigged it. I took all the masts down, disconnected everything, put the mast down, put it in a suitcase, got it home. And I'm still working on it. Very, very slowly.
Yeah.
I remember sitting out at Yorktown in 1981, we were working in a tent out there during the celebration for the anniversary of the surrender. And but it's still sitting there. I think I've got all of the standing rigging done. I've just got to do the running rigging. So I'm getting close. Another couple of 3 years, maybe I'll get it. Thanks very much.
Congratulations.
I'm willing to give up my title of Manana Man to Bill.
By the way, Bill, have you ever been skipper?
No, sir. I was secretary.
Better yet.
I was secretary for a long time.
Good.
And at the suggestion of another member who worked at what's called CBAC at the time. We started a monthly newsletter. It goes way back. I think the original copies were lost, but that was started a really long time ago. You can see what the issue number is now. We've been doing that for quite a while. We started that. That's the only official title I've ever held.
Well, if
I don't
you,
know. Well, I don't know if you're aware, but there's some strings attached to that plaque. It's in the fine print. We'll let you know.
Well, attendance should be one, and I'll try to.
well, if you're interested in your old job, my term's up at the end of this year.
Yeah, well, I'm secretary of 2 clubs in Williamsburg, and
I'll get 3.
Well, you need a promotion then.
my computer doesn't work anymore.
Well, very good. Thank you very much.
A book that Bill Fox owns and has an article about him was in the shop, and I put a sticker on it that said this is Bill Fox's book, and now it has disappeared. You have it?
Nope, I found it this morning.
Where?
In the shop. It was on top of the dust collector,
Okay.
under a coat or something.
Well, we know where it is.
All righty, any more old business to talk about? You got something, Ryland?
New.
Huh?
New business.
Okay, no more old business? All right, moving on to new. New business.
Okay, I was just gonna say that, I'll give it to you, but I'll go and tell you, in the past, we've always made a contribution to the Mariners Museum and, an annual contribution. We've been doing that every year, I think, since I've been a member. That's over 20 years, almost 25 now. But, you know, we haven't made one this year, so I guess, do we want to make a contribution?
Well, I move that we continue the tradition for the same amount. $1,000? Oh, sold.
All right, I will get that check to them. Hopefully we'll be staying in with the Mariners Museum. Yeah, Brian?
This is also new business, and it's also financial. Those of you who are members of the Bronze Door Society, we had a meeting in October to provide a gift to the museum for our for conservation of the museum's collection. And last year we had raised $100,000, and we thought that was a good milestone for the Bronze Door. Things that we can't do individually, we can do as a group. We have 75 roughly household members of the Bronze Door Society. At this last annual meeting, we had funds of $110,000 and additional contributions on the night of the meeting from those assembled brought the total gift to the Museum for Conservation up to $170,000. No one in the group thought we were going to hit that one. We knew we'd get some extra money in, but $170,000 total to the museum from Bronze Door. If you've considered being a Bronze Door member, consider more. It does so much good for the museum. That's it.
I'll bet we can buy one of the stacks of the United States, huh?
Well, it's conservation rather than acquisition now.
Oh, okay. Paint it.
Okay. Well, we can take up a collection right now.
Besides my brush.
John.
All right, since we're on all the financial type topics, none of you know that my mother passed away last month. She was 95. And when she was still active, if you come up here, she was actually kind of active with the club. She liked to go to the banquet, things like that. And but she got to know several guys that are still in the club. But Nick received a card, sympathy card in the mail, Heinz and Marika, and they made a generous donation in her name to the club of $200. So I'd like to hand that over before I sign it over to myself.
Thank you.
Heinz, Marika, thank you. And
Thank you, Ms. Hines.
very much for that. So now we have to figure out how to spend it.
Oh, okay, thanks.
It's my rigging. It's expensive.
Thank you. Okay, any more new business? Yeah, go ahead.
It's the young man who's here. Sounds funny. You started, so you buy all the tools, then you find tools you don't like, and you have kits that I know I'm never going to do, and that I had an eBay craze 10 years ago when I first started. Is his name on the site so I can text him and say, does he want these tools? And
Down toward the bottom of the roster under the junior member,
okay,
Kalen.
so I'll email him and say if he wants some or wants some of my tools, because there's no reason for us to sit there and gather dust.
I'm
Like
sure
things
that would
like
be
that, because I already know.
very
I
well.
don't know if like you guys, once you try something you don't like it, it's oh, why'd I buy it?
It's
And
in
it
the
goes,
way, yeah.
yeah.
In fact, where is Caleb today? He must not have done well on his last test. I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's been spending a lot of time building ship models.
Yeah.
I think his studies have been neglected.
All right, you folks online, anything else you have to bring up, new or old business, before we move on to
I had an issue signing in. I couldn't sign in with the invitation. I tried three times, and it took me 2 times to sign in with the passcode. But otherwise, that's it.
And yet, here you are.
Here I am.
Very good. Well,
I guess I better get.
Apparently not. It's the same, it's the same email sent out to everybody.
all righty. Well, if there's nothing else to talk about, I see also that we have well, I guess, would that be a show and tell, John, or do you want to mention our acquisition of some more bits and pieces?
Well, this morning,
Hey?
Al.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Al generously contributed 2 parts boxes of miscellaneous parts that will go into parts exchange that we have in the taco stand. So I want you all to remember that that's there. And if you need parts, you can take parts if you replace parts. And then if you need parts and you can't replace parts, then just ask you to make a small donation into the treasure chest that's there. And the idea being that these parts tend to get lost and thrown away and whatnot, so let's get them back into circulation. And so the central hub is in the taco stand, and then you need parts. It's worthwhile looking through those bins, see what's there that you might need. So thanks, Alfred. Why a heavy board here?
That's like $100 on miscellaneous stuff.
Yes.
That's actually why I'm here today.
Okay.
Have more money than
I tried to come in 3 or so weeks ago, and then they gave me a date that you guys are gonna be here on the 9th. My father passed away about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he had a board. He has a bunch of plans from you guys, but I'm not gonna do anything with them. I needed the space because I moved my mom in. So we just consolidated 2 houses into 1 house. And I don't have the room for it, but I don't want it to go anywhere. There's 2 boxes of small balsa, basswood, veneers, parts kits, radio boxes that I don't want to throw them away.
Sure.
But I need a resource that somebody will use them, i.e. your treasure chest and the parts scope. And there's other stuff as I find it. If you guys can use it to do something with it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And in fact, that's kind of a running joke around here anyway. I mean, as members
Or up or down?
pass on.
Down.
Are recycled within the club. And, oh yeah, no, it's very well used and appreciated.
I've got a few of his models, a gentleman named Chuck Haverty and another guy named Harry Riley, who my father and a guy named Greg Hempton, they all built together. But my dad's deal was fast electric PT boats.
Mhm.
Before the brushless revolution came, and the 550 was as big as you wanted to put into it to make it look right. And they flew. They're ridiculously fast, but there's tubes and tubes of plans. Some on Mylar, some on linen. But I needed them to go somewhere. And I've taken like 6 models down to the graveyard of the Atlantic Museum, and I think there's 4 of them that are out on display. For stuff they didn't have.
Yeah.
C2 transports, there was 2 of those, and the only thing I could think to do with them was possibly RC combat them, so you really wouldn't know what they were until the bins opened up.
No, I mean, if you're looking for a home for material, bits and pieces, parts, consumables, you come to the right place, and we would certainly appreciate anything that.
Well, he brought me here since I was probably 3.
Sure.
Every Christmas. Had to do something with us. He was in college.
Okay.
Drag us around.
And you're located where now again?
I'm down on the Outer Banks.
Oh, on the outer.
But I come up this way on a semi-regular, but I've got the back of my car right now full.
Well, is this something that you wanted to do after the meeting then?
Sure.
Okay, very good.
That's a very generous offer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But
Thank you
what
very
didn't
much.
get your name? Oh,
Bobby
sorry,
Beard.
I didn't hear you.
Bobby Veer.
Over here.
My dad's name was Chuck Beard.
V-E-R.
V-E-I-R.
V-E-I-R.
All right, very good. We will we'll follow you out.
Please continue.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
All right, if that's it for the business part, unless anybody online has anything to add before we move on. All right, well, we recycle.